Hi friends, and welcome to episode 3 of Broken Hangry, where flavor doesn't have to break the bank. Today I'm going to be showing you a small ALDIS haul and just preparing for some dishes that I'm going to make and going through prices. ALDIS is a really cheap grocery store, and there's a lot more of them popping up in the US. It is a European-based grocery store, which means that they have European standards, which is really good for their products and their qualities, just because there's a little bit more regulation, so you know that you're getting like something really good in quality. And I just love ALDIS. That's the store that I think of whenever I am thinking of going grocery shopping, especially because there's so many of them popping up everywhere, and certain grocery stores that you can look for, they're like, there's a lot of stores that are like local to where you live, and they're not everywhere else. Like there's Piggly Wiggly, which is like down in the south, and I've only ever seen those, like the closest up north that I've seen that is probably South Carolina. So there's Piggly Wigglies. There's one of these Florida shops that a lot of people talk about. They don't, there's Kroger's, I don't know. All these different stores, my local stores are very local to where I live, but they do have great deals, and I would love to say, hey, go here, but if you are going to school in a college that is in Florida, you're not going to be able to get to a grocery store that is close to New York or New Jersey. So one thing with ALDIS is that there's a lot more of them. They're not only in the US, so I'm going to be talking about this and my haul here. I also went to ALDIS to shop for my salmon vid, which was the first video, my cook with me. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. But yeah, I definitely recommend shopping there. My grocery haul that I'm showing in this video, I spent I would probably say like $30 on different items, and some of the items that I'm showing aren't even like the full extent of items that I've gotten. Actually, no. I believe we spent $30 on my mom and I's items too, so she had some items as well. But yeah, ALDIS is really cheap. It's a go-to. I'm going to be showing you a couple of items that I got for recipes that I'll be using in later videos. And then the recipes or the items that I've already gotten there in the previous video, definitely check that out. You can see kind of like a little bit into the vegetable aisle, because I don't buy much vegetables because I live in a college dorm that doesn't have a kitchen, so I just have like a mini fridge here, and I'm not filling my fridge up with a whole bunch of vegetables and fruit just because I don't like really have room for it. But there is a common fridge, I just don't really feel like using it that much. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you a haul, so let's get into it. Home Goods, the Home Goods store bag, it's like an insulated bag, and because you do have to bring your own bags, I purchased this bag beforehand. It was about like $2 or $3. But yeah, so I'm just going to be showing you some things that I have in here, some things that are also not from ALDIS in here. I'm not going to be showing that. I have this, so loud. So I have this graham cracker pie crust, which is perfect for making any fall desserts or fall treats, especially because it's the fall season with the pumpkin. It's this fall season, and so, making Friendsgiving treats or just making any fall treats to really get into the mood of everything is something that's really popular. So you can get a graham cracker pie crust for 85 cents. It's pretty cheap. Another thing that I picked up was this pumpkin pie mix, and this was $1.19 at ALDIS, I believe, and all you have to add is a can of evaporated milk and like 2 eggs, but you can use this to make a 9-inch pie. So here I have a 85-cent 9-inch pie crust. I have a $1.19 pie filling for a 9-inch pie, and all I need are 2 eggs and 1 can of the evaporated milk from ALDIS. So altogether, making this pie is probably going to cost you less than $3, because I'm going to get into the can. I'm trying to see where I put my can. this is the can. This can is about 65 cents. I've seen it go as low as 39 cents at Aldi. So it just depends on like what day that you get there, how much of these that they have in stock. I know with quarantine it kind of went up. But yeah, evaporated milk, dips, and pie crust. You are looking at a pie that is it's gonna be less than $3. You can feed yourself for a couple of days. Maybe make a meal out of a pie. And you can bring it to a Friendsgiving for relatively cheap and enjoy all the other food that your friends brought for you. Another thing when it comes to desserts, I guess I started off with desserts here, are making cobblers. So, you know, it's kind of hard to make fancy cobblers, but you can make a really cheap cobbler out of 2 ingredients, and you can use a pie filling. So I use this apple pie filling just because it's in season, and it was I believe $7 or $1.17 at Aldi's. And then you can just take some cake mix. All you need is like a pan. I just have like an aluminum foil pan that you buy in like the packs when you're going to a barbecue. I just buy that and like reuse it, and I would put this pie filling on the bottom of the pan and then put this like cake mix on top of it, and then as it bakes in, it'll kind of make like a little crust on top because you didn't add any moisture to the cake mix, and it kind of makes like a cobbler. So it's not like, you know, a typical cobbler, but it's definitely one that will give you the taste and satisfaction. Another thing that is a quick grab and go snack for me would be like apples. So I bought apples here. They were $1.49 for this bag. Came with one more apple, but I already started to eat them, and they're really crisp and sweet. With these apples, I can make dessert nachos, or I can make apple cider, which I think is definitely something that I'm going to be doing soon, just because I really do love like different fall beverages, and especially because it's getting colder. Not yet, because the weather was really nice today, but very, very soon. So, you know, just preparing ahead. One of my favorite things to get from Aldi's is the Birkdale Original Chili No Beans. Literally so good. All you need is 1 can of this and a bag of Doritos or a bag of Fritos, or a bag of Takis even. You just crush up the Takis, put it in a bowl, put this chili in it, or heat the chili up on the stove depending on what you like to do, and then put them together, eat it. That's one whole meal, and the meal was less than $2, and it's so good. I love this chili. Definitely recommend. I've had my friends eat it. They enjoyed it as well. That's one thing, like every single time I go to Aldi's, I make sure I get that chili because I eat so much of it. And then the rest of my bag is pretty much filled with that chili. But I also have these refried beans, so if you ever wanted to put some beans in the chili, because this chili does say no beans, and you know, you definitely know that there's not beans in there, but it's just so good that like even if there aren't, it doesn't really make a difference. But I just have these beans right here, and I have this 39-cent taco mix seasoning. So I'm gonna be making tacos one day. I'm gonna get the meat a little bit more closer to the time that I'm going to make the tacos, just because, you know, Aldi's is always changing and there's always specials on meat and food, and depending on which one you go to, if the meat has to get off the shelves soon, they will have like stickers on it that says like $2 off. And if you get there towards like the end of the day and there's like a few bits of meat left and they're like trying to get rid of it, they will add extra stickers to there. So instead of saying $2 off, you'll see 3 $2 off stickers, and you're looking at like $6 off on a package of meat that might have been $7.84. So you're only paying $2.84 for meat, plus 39 cents for these taco seasoning. I forget how much this was, but I'll look it up again. Paying for these beans. Cheese is really cheap at Aldi's, and there's a huge variety, and it's really good quality. But there you go. You have like a full-on meal, like meals for days. You can meal prep with those tacos, or you can have friends over. You know, if you share food with your roommate, like you have meals for days with those tacos, and they definitely cost you less than $10. Another thing I recommend getting at ALDIS. I at first was going to, but yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching another episode of Broken Hungry, where flavor doesn't have to break the bank. Stay tuned for more videos and subscribe for more. Turn post notifications on and leave a like on this video and comment down below what's your favorite season of the year. I'll see you all next video. Bye.